Okay, here goes. Uh, what do I say? This time last year, I was up the top of Mount Gwaza, that's where I am today, and I was, for the third time, I had managed to actually get up the top of the mountain after a couple of years of aborted attempts. And on the third attempt last year, I managed to run all the way up. I've pretty much done that today, bar a few little bits at the bottom because I'm a little bit concerned about my knee, as I will say in a minute. But I'm kind of feeling okay. I'm just really grateful that I'm actually up here today. The last month or so has not been great training wise. I'm building up towards the London Marathon in 3 weeks today. North Downs Bay 50 3 weeks later. And then the ultimate goal for the year is sub 24 hours at the Autumn 24 in October. My London Marathon goal is sub 4 hours, and North Downs Bay 50 very ambitious, sub 10, which I think is a big ask, and I'm not hopeful, to be honest. But Project 4 1024 looks alive at the moment. I was very doubtful a couple of weeks ago that it would be. I've been struggling with shin issue. My right shin has been problematic for a few weeks. That kind of resolved itself after last weekend, Good Friday, I did just before we came out to Tenerife, I did a 16-mile long run road at marathon pace, which went quite well. Shin was kind of okay. 3-4 days later, not great, but unfortunately, pretty much the day we came out to Tenerife, my right knee started playing up, so I've been worrying about that. I've not run as much as I should have, or I would like to have done here. I've been very cautious. I've done a couple of kind of 5-6 mile runs, and then I decided today that as my knee was feeling better, I've been doing a lot of strength work and stretching that we all know we should do, let's be honest. So I've been doing lots of stretches for the glutes, the hips, the hamstrings in particular, and trying to roll the quads out because my quads are so tight. I don't know if you've ever tried it, but this couch stretch recommended by Kelly Starrett and others is it's quite telling when you do that couch stretch and you realise how tight your quads are, that you struggle to hold that for more than a few seconds. It does get better and it does ease your legs, and I think that among other things has really helped me, and has helped me to sort the knee out. I think from what I understand, a lot of knee issues can originate from very tight quads and very tight calves, and they're just pulling against each other. So I'm not a medical expert, but I've been reading a lot and just trying to clutch at straws to get stuff done. What I do know is that moving forward, I need to get back into the habit of doing regular sort of strength, core flexibility work, whatever you want to call it. I'm not talking big time weights or anything. I'm just talking about doing some squats and some hip abductor stuff and bridges and all kinds of stuff, just to get well, there's a video from guys called the Run Experience, posted on Facebook recently, and the heading was, "Are you treating your body like a rusty bike?" And I think that kind of says it all. I think we do tend to just run, maybe do a few token stretches before and after, and then kind of just go and run again the next time, and we wonder why we start to seize up. So I think for the moment that's a lesson learned. Anyway, I'm here, that mountain over there in the background. That's over by Arona. I was thinking about going there this year, but it's a little bit too far to run. But I might look into what I can do next year. I think it's like a 20-minute taxi ride, but it's I think it's about twice the height of Gwaza, or half again or whatever. So it should be good. Anyway, training's been really odd. Training for a flat marathon, trying to beat your personal best by more than half an hour, and also training for a 50-mile hilly ultra, trying to beat your personal best by almost 2 hours. I'm not sure they're compatible, particularly when they're 3 weeks apart. I've put a plan together. a little bit of help from a couple of people. Thank you, John Fielden, for some input. But I don't know if it'll work. Let's be honest, it's not life or death. I'm not a paid athlete. I'm just trying to do the best I can. What I'm trying to do is just make sure I do myself justice and push myself a bit more than I have done in runs in the past. So I've not really got a lot more to say, to be honest. I think it's good to be back. I'm not sure I'm going to come up here again. I'm just still wary of the knee, but I might be tempted, who knows. What I will probably do is go and run up and down Mount Chayafita, which I'm just going to turn around, is that little mound down there, which actually is kind of a decent hill rep session. 5, 6, 7, 8 times up and down that is a good little stretch, and it's pretty much opposite the hotel, which is great. But I think, to be honest, I'm here for another 5 days, probably another couple of runs, one up Chayafita and then one just sort of leisurely kind of road run, and we'll see where we go. But Project 41024 is still alive. I'm still functioning, which is great, and onwards and upwards. Let's see what happens.